Hello, welcome to Can Angels Fly Tarot and More. My name is Nancy, and I'm here to consult the cards for August 2021. I do apologize for the sound, airy sound, but it's hot. And so I have two fans. I'm not in any parts of the house where the air conditioning is, of course. So you hear fans blowing from each direction, so I do apologize once again. I'll start in just a moment. Need to set up my live. Hopefully I can make this tarot reading quick. Let's see. work. Guess we'll start with Aries. Aries. Your motto is I am, and you are a masculine fire sign. Let's see what the tarot card suggests is in store for you for August of 2021. We have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Try to make it quick. Let's see. The Knight of Wands represents moving in passionately. You're on an aim, a cause, a passion, or a desire. You're on a campaign, Aries. It seems that some Aries may have gone through a phase in which they suffered the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Swords in reverse points back to the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords suggests that there was a period that you were obsessing over something, possibly a social interaction or exchange you were having. Maybe you were part of a club or a group, or you were part, or maybe even the head of an organization or something like that. And you were putting a lot of energy into it, but it was leading you to like get sad or depressed, you know, worry, really concerned about the occurrences or happenings in this group that you're a part of, or most likely a leader of. And so it's like you're like kind of taking a break from the group, you know, your participation in some type of group or organization or something, and you're off on like a tangent. You're again in pursuit of some aim or ambition or desire, just like saying, long as it's not that group or organization. Why? Because it's been leading me, Aries, to be very, very upset. The next card as mentioned is the Six of Swords, and you thought about it. You have been wanting to dip and run. You know, it seems like it got to be too much. The Six of Swords talks about your day-to-day routine and all that you have to do when you engage these others. And again, it's about this participation as an Aries. Aries is synonymous with being militant, a leader, those kind of things. A proxy for others, a representative of others. And so every day, all day long, you were engaging these others. And you were getting to the point, again, it was overwhelming. It was draining you. You were having a hard time sleeping at night. And you kept trying to figure out a way to handle being in, you know, communion with these others, because again, it was so overwhelming. And it was probably overwhelming because they were putting a lot of demands on you, you know, holding you accountable, looking at you for answers and different things like that. And so you have been trying to figure out how to, you know, manage that, all of these demands and the responsibilities that have been being cast upon you. And at times, intermediately, you felt like you wanted to break and run, but you tried to stay and figure it out. And one of the reasons you probably stayed is this Nine of Cups in reverse, pointing back to the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups talks about something that you've obsessed over, something that you want. This Nine of Cups talks about the things that we want for ourselves personally, you know, to feel secure and stable in this world. Many times it comes in the form of money, wealth, prosperity, you know, to make sure your bills paid, you can get what you want, you can enjoy life, those kind of things. And you got them, but it almost seems like has gotten to a place, or will get to a place, where you might be second guessing or thinking that it's not worth it. All of that wealth or prosperity or whatever it is you personally have desired, Aries. Like, it's just too much. The demands were too much. The last card for you, Aries, is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is in reverse, pointing back to the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands goes back into your day-to-day routine and all that you actively do to meet agendas, goals, to fulfill desires and different things like that. And the Six of Swords talks about your engagement with these others. So it was never just about you trying to satisfy you. You end up having to try to satisfy everybody else. Everybody else. Anyway, the Seven of Swords talks about these partnerships in which you got to the point where you couldn't, like, identify yourself outside of them or separately from them. It's like you were being all consumed, or will be all consumed, or feel totally absorbed by that group or organization. It's them others with all their demands. And so in the month of August, it seems like you're going to turn and you're going to break free. Knight of Wands. And you're going to be in pursuit of anything but that. Anything but that group, the organization, all the demands they put on you. You will be in pursuit of your personal interests, your aims, your passions, and or desires. One of the things it seems like I'm picking up is that you achieved a certain level of you achieved some of your worldly desires. Is this a bug in here? You achieved some of your worldly desires working with these others. But again, at a certain time, you might have felt that's all that you needed. That's all that you wanted to make life perfect. But after having the experience and living it out, you realize that it's got to be something else. Really something else. I don't know what your passion could be now that you've already achieved the worldly wealth and prosperity or whatever it is. Maybe you say, now my passion is family. I'd rather just be with my family. You know, I'd rather just have quiet time to myself. Those are the kind of things you will be in pursuit of in the month of August. All right, that's you, Aries. Now, on to Taurus. I don't know how many I can do. Let's see here. That's it. Okay. Taurus. Your motto is I have. And you are a feminine earth sign. We're going to see what the tarot cards suggest is in store for you for August 2021. The first card, Taurus, is the Two of Cups in reverse. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Then it's the Two of Pentacles. Next, the Nine of Cups has returned. It's in reverse as it was with this zodiac sign, Aries. And last but not least is the Ten of Cups in reverse, pointing back to the Nine of Cups. So there's a sequence of events that have occurred for Taurus. The Two of Cups in reverse points back, of course, to the Ace of Cups. The Ace is the initiation, the onset of the urge, or the desire to attach to something in particular that you feel will allow you to have emotional support, to be cared for, and to have a support system. So whatever that is, you had the urge to move forward on and connect to. The Two of Cups suggests that it's been difficult for you to attach to that very thing. When I say very thing, remember I'm talking about what you personally feel like you need in order to feel like you got a support system. It's different for each of us. Some people need a job. Some people need a committed relationship. Some people need community in order to feel like they got emotional support and a support system. So whatever the case is for you as an individual, Taurus, you have had difficulties connecting to that thing that you need, you know. The next card is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I think that your morale is down. You maybe have been down or will be down. Why? Because the Knight of the Knight of Pentacles talks about someone who is not enthusiastic or forceful or moving forward aggressively or trying to campaign in order to build something in their life that they want, to create something in their life that they want, or to sustain something in their life that they want, they deem that they need. The tarot cards are saying, hey, you need a support system. And you have had difficulties, you know, forging the type of support system that you need. And therefore your morale is down. Like, I don't even feel like chasing it. Why do I have to chase it? Why is it coming, you know, naturally into my life? The next card is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles talks about juggling what you have, juggling the resources that you have. So it almost seems like the type of support that you have longed for, Taurus, is someone who like helps pick up the responsibilities and duties of life, like paying the bills. Maybe you wanted a what do they call it, a roommate or somebody to cohabitate with the bills, as an example. So you find yourself having to juggle your resources in order to handle the demands of life, all the bills. You maybe find yourself robbing Peter to pay Paul at this time because you haven't been able to, again, forge or create the kind of connection with another that offers you the type of physical and emotional support that you feel like you need. The next card is as mentioned, the Nine of Cups in reverse, pointing back to the Ace of Cups. I must also mention the Ten of Cups, pointing back to the Nine of Cups. Why? Because this talks about a sequence of events that have occurred or will occur in your life, Taurus. And so the Ten of Cups talks about when you finally achieve or make those whatever attachments you need to make in order for life to pan out the way you want it to pan out. That's to say, you do connect to whom you need to connect with to resolve any issues that leave you feeling emotionally vulnerable. You get that roommate. You know, you get the right job. You get whatever connects. You get the social connects. And you feel at ease in your life with the Ten of Cups. But the Ten of Cups is in reverse, pointing back to the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is on the table. So we're talking about those things that you believe that you deserve or that you need in your life to feel what? Emotionally secure and stable, like you got a support group. And the Nine of Cups falls back into the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups talks about this obsessiveness that you have. This obsessive desire and longing for the right connects. And it ain't happening. Hasn't been happening. So in the month of August, I do believe that many Tauruses will be, again, feeling their morale will be down. You won't be trying to pursue or forge these unique connections. Remember, the unique connections I'm talking about are whatever you believe will help you achieve what you need in your life to feel like you got a support system so that you won't fall. It's like you've been seeking assured security through what? Having the right job, having the right social connects. Like if you if you lose a job or you want to leave a job, you can just call somebody, be like, hey, I'm leaving my job, I need another one, hook me up. And they're there to do that, you know. Or I don't know, maybe you may need you may fall short one day and you need to be able to call somebody to borrow a couple of dollars. You don't have that, you know. Or you could be a person that you know, you see challenging times coming. I'm live. Y'all got good time. Goodbye.
Why?
Because I'm live. Hey, Pooh Babe. Hi. That's not the stroller that's here, is it? I didn't know they were just alike. Hi, Pooh Babe. You feel better? Oh, what is that he has? Cookies?
Cookies, Cheerios.
Oh, you just enjoying your best baby life, huh? I hope you feel better. I don't want any. Thank you. Who there with y'all?
Nobody.
Hi. Hi. Oh, you some cute baby. Get off my life. Bye bye, baby. Bye bye, baby mama. I apologize. So, Taurus, you're looking for this security. This means to guarantee you or ensure you some security in this world, and you haven't been able to find it. At this point in time, you may feel a bit on the verge, I'll say on the verge of being overwhelmed. Like some Tauruses may feel like, I can't keep moving at this pace. This reading kind of puts me in the mind of people that have been our heroes, our, what do you call it, mandatory workers or whatever. I can't keep moving at this pace. I'm going to have to stop at some point in time. And you've been trying to put in place some provisions so that you can still sustain your life. And it's been difficult doing so. You know, you have been able to successfully carry yourself. And when I say carry yourself, I mean to be able to live, to maintain a quality of life that you've grown accustomed to. But it's like you can't keep moving at this pace. You can't keep doing it. It's not physically possible, humanly possible to do so, and you are aware of it. And again, you're trying to make these provisions. Well, in August, you like, I'm tired of trying to make it happen, you know, and you find yourself literally trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. You're trying to steal some of your time away so you can just relax, breathe, and relax. But in the month of August, it'll be a challenge to do so. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, Faith? Peace and love. Thank you. Same to you. Peace and love to you. And the cups. And it will just continue to be this longing. And you have this question like in your heart and mind, like, why is it not just happening naturally? That's what you'll be dealing with in the month of August. All right. How's everything going on in your world, Faith? Ooh, it's hot, even with these two fans. They got the heat on hell. They got it on low hell, but it's on hell. Uncomfortably hot. Sticky. Alright. Now, Gemini. Welcome to Can Angels Fly Tarot and More. My name is Nancy, and I'm here to consult the cards for your zodiac sign for August of 2021. Gemini, you are I believe, a masculine air sign, and your motto is I think. Let's see what the tarot card suggests in store for you. He said, let me not pretend like I can see. Girl, I'm still here. I won't complain. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that you're still here. And when they say it don't even make no sense to even complain, you're here. I'm here. Oh, goodness. So much going on. Okay. I got to move this. I'm about to speed this along. I'll be taking too long. Let me get a card to good shuffle, because I'm about to deal out a couple. Okay. Alright, let's see. Gemini. Your cards are the Five of Cups. In reverse, pointing back to the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups talks about your inner emotional state, the foundation of it as of this time period, which is in August, and how you are trying to keep what do you call it? Keep your game face on. You may have some worries and concerns, so it's possibly about emotional attachments with the cups. You may feel in your spirit a sense of a sadness, or like you're trying to cope with some happening in your life or some energy in your life. It seems like in the month of August, your emotions are almost similar to Taurus's. It's this need, or it's this concern for emotional stability, feeling supported, those kind of things. Your next card is the Knight of Cups, quite similar to Taurus's, Gemini, because you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Now Taurus had the Knight of Wands or something, I think, in reverse, in the same position. That's why I'm bringing it up. So now the Knight of Cups suggests just about the same thing as the Knight that appeared in Taurus's. Not having the morale or the enthusiasm to move forward and campaign in order to forge or create or sustain an attachment. You know, so it's some form of grieving Gemini is going through, you know, possibly again in relationship to another with the cups, home, family, home and family, and love matters. You know, something is not right, something is missing, is feeling vulnerable. That's the word, I think, for the month of August. It seems like people are feeling vulnerable, including you, Gemini, and not wanting to fight. Like, what for? It almost seems like, what for? The next card is the Queen of Cups. A lot of cups coming up for you, Gemini. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. And the Queen of Cups talks about energy of a person who is most times in control of their emotions and very loving, kind, very supportive, those kind of things. But in the month of August, because of the state you find yourself in, this longing for emotional support or for things to be okay, you may display some of the negative qualities of the water signs, meaning you may be very moody, you know, like, I can't keep fighting for this. Why is this emotional support not here? Or why is somebody not accepting my emotional support or giving emotional support? It's the state of feeling vulnerable. So I'm going to sum it up like that, feeling vulnerable. And because many of you will be feeling vulnerable or are feeling vulnerable in the month of August, what? You may display some of the negative qualities of water of being emotionally moody, or what else goes with the water, being withdrawn, you know, withdrawn, emotionally shut down, or you could be emotionally manipulative, trying, you know, well, I don't think it's going to be emotionally manipulative because the Knight of Cups says you don't even want to campaign, you know, so your withdrawing your emotions or being silent, you know, in your interactions with others is going to be real. It's not going to be emotional manipulation. You're just in a some like a funk in the month of August. The next card, why are you in a funk, Gemini? Well, the star card has come up in reverse. Let me stop, Gemini. The star card comes up in reverse. It suggests that your hopes, your wants, your needs, your desires are not being met, not in a timely manner. You know, so you may feel what? Vulnerable. Another way the star in reverse can be interpreted is to say, okay, some Geminis at this point in time are really having a difficult time dealing with the restrictions that have been placed upon, you know, society due to the vid and the vax and the whole thing. It's like, okay, I need to socialize with the star card. I need to. I want to go be a part. I want to hang with my friends. I want to be part of the groups or associations. I want to go to church freely. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I have my emotional support system. I can't connect with them. That's what I'm picking up. Your last card is the King of Swords. I'm happy to see this. The King of Swords is a representative of you, Gemini, as well as Libra and Aquarius. It's about the energy of being able to be, you know, logical, rational, practical, calculating. It's about being able to speak and to communicate well. And so this King of Swords shows that you haven't lost yourself in all of this. You still are a master of the air of communications. And so that leads me to believe that you're going to eventually find a way to resolve your discomfort. Maybe I don't know if I'm, you know, explaining this correctly. So I'm going to try again. Gemini, the tarot card suggests that you feel very uncomfortable. You don't feel like there's an emotional support system around you. Why? Maybe for many of you, you've been disconnected or alienated from your support system, your various social groups, social networks, friends and things, organizations, different things like that. So many restrictions, you know, have been in place and seem like it doesn't want to give. And so as an air sign, your normal flow may be to, again, frequent your various social circles, being a social butterfly. And it's been going on too long for you. But again, the King of Swords suggests that you have not lost your mastery over communications and how you interact and engage with people. The King of Swords also suggests that, yes, you're uncomfortable at this time and you're a bit frustrated. But even though right now, in the month of August, you may not feel like you should have to chase it. It's supposed to be natural. You know, the time is going to come that you ain't going to be able to help yourself. You're going to figure out a way with the King of Swords. Whether it's having, what do they call this thing now, the Zoom meetings, you know, I don't know, maybe an outdoor event. I don't know, you're going to do something fabulous, Gemini, shortly after the month of August. Okay. After Gemini is Cancer. I'm going to try to do as many folks as I can today. I'm still going through something after, you know, all the visions I've been having. It's still active, y'all. A little bit too much. But I ain't going to trip. Ain't the first time. All right. Cancer. Welcome to Can Angels Fly Tarot and More. My name is Nancy. And I'm here to consult the cards for August 2021 to see what they say is in store for you. Your motto, Cancer, is I feel. and you are a feminine water sign, if I'm correct. I've already dealt the cards. I ain't got time to play. Your first card, Cancer, is the Page of Swords. That's the young, youthful, inexperienced energy that really does not socialize well or communicate well sometimes. Why? Because you just don't have enough experience, or what they call it, seniority in, correspondence. You might not write the perfect resume. You might not say the right thing at the right time. That kind of thing. The next card is the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords points back to the Four of Swords. Let's talk about the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about your communication base, your base, your foundation. How you communicate, how you engage others, and what it seems to be like. What I think I'm picking up is, long as the environment is cordial, you can have successful exchanges with others. No problem. But when you're in a Five of Swords environment where there are people that are really gossipy, complainers, finger pointers, people that throw people under the bus, they just inconsiderate, all kind of rude, all that kind of stuff. It seems, based on the tarot, that you don't have a point of reference for how to deal with this kind of energy and these types of people in the month of August. It's like you doing a bit too much, and you're not on the same frequency as they are. Okay. The next card is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is that young, youthful, inexperienced energy. You ain't having it, Cancer. That's what I see. I'm going to try to read a little faster. The next card is the Five of Pentacles. It's in reverse, pointing back to the Four of Pentacles. We're talking about your foundation. Your emotional foundation, your spiritual foundation, and your physical foundation, Cancer, is in good standing or cordial. You know how to engage people and it be healthy. Nurturing, those kind of things, supportive. But in the month of August, you find yourself around a group of people that aren't on your same wavelength. And they're just, again, disrespectful, inconsiderate, rude, all kind of things. And you don't want to engage them. For some reason, you find yourself with this group. Now, I don't know. What's this last card? I know why you find yourself with this unique group. The reason why you find yourself with this unique group is the Devil's card. Okay, I'm going to have to slow down for a minute. Let me see. All right. Whew, Cancer. Everybody has their vices, including you. I don't know what your vice is as an individual, unique being. But some people's vices could be gambling or drugs, or alcohol. Let me give you an example of what I mean. If a person's vice is alcohol, you could find them, most likely you could find them at a bar. Why? Because that establishment supports them taking in a vice. And they around other people, they do it as well. So, Cancer, you have a vice. Or something that is alluring to you. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to just try to use an example. So let's say you like to sip a little wine or something. I always like to keep in mind and focus our current events that have been unfolding for over a year and a half. You're tired of sitting at home by yourself drinking wine. Things are opening up, some things are opening up, so you decide to go to your local bar or tavern or whatever, just so you can kind of socialize and, be amongst people when you sip your wine. That's how you get in the environment with these rude, crude people that ain't even on your wavelength. They not. And I don't even know what does this signify other than just having an experience? What I'm trying to say is, when you engage these others, keeping with my example, not to say sipping is your vice, but that's the example I'm using. You go out to the bar, your local tavern, or whatever, to sip so you can be amongst people and just get some, air and experience the ambiance or whatever it is, the environment, which is toxic, somewhere else other than home. And you get there and you realize at first, I'm sure you're just people watching. This is how I see it. You're just people watching, kind of chuckling to yourself. Occasionally you have a little short conversation with somebody or dialogue with them. But as the evening goes on or the afternoon goes on and people really get loaded and they really start letting their hair down, you start like seeing that you're in hell. You start seeing you're in hell. You realize that it's not only that y'all had this vice in common, I'm going to say, you got this vice in common, but you start seeing the inner spirit of the people. And you realize that your spirit ain't the same as them. Remember, you got the 5 of Pentacles here in reverse. And so, you have, I'll say not you, but they have a poverty mindset. And you find yourself in the midst of that. That's how you find yourself there. And you're right, you're not equipped to deal with such low vibrational people. You're not, So back to your motto, Cancer. I know that you may be feeling a little ostracized or lonely or like you need a change in the month of August. And you're going to move to do so. So innocent. But you're going to walk into a den of like demons. I'm not saying they just all right out demons, but they just not on your same frequency. They are low vibrational people. It's not just that you share. That's what I want to say. It's not just that you share in a vice that brought you together at a point in time in August. Will bring you together at some point in time in August. Is that the spirits are different. You're there for a different reason. They're there not because they just share in a vice. They also share in a frequency or a vibration. And anyway, you get to see that these others are, again, poverty mindset. They are the kind of people, being judgmental, I guess we'd be a little judgmental, that perpetuate illness and sickness by being reckless and careless. With the I'm talking about the 5 of Pentacles here. We talking about 5 of Pentacles means or symbolizes sickness, poverty, and that's not who you are on a foundation, on your basis. That's not who you are. But you find yourselves among those types. And so you're forewarned, what they say, forewarned is forearmed. You need to get out, you need to change of pace, you need to change of environment, take it. But understand what you're going to be amongst. So you can be prepared to, cut the evening or the afternoon short and return home. Oh, that made sense. All right, Cancer. Come again. Leo. Welcome to Can Angels Fly Tarot and More. My name is Nancy, and I'm here to consult the cards for you for August 2021. Your motto is I will. And let's see. You are a masculine fire sign. So let's see what the card suggests in store for you, Leo. The first card is the Moon card in reverse. I even instantly feel like some Leos are missing their mama with that moon card in reverse. But the Moon points to your inner emotional state, your subconscious, your psyche, and I'm talking about the depth of it, where things are hidden, where fears are hidden, where phobias are hidden, where oftentimes our behavior comes from that part of our being, your being, Leo. It's there. Something's hidden from you that you're unaware of. And I kind of feel like, without even reading any more cards, there is this is where you act out what they call it's like these inappropriate acting out. Inappropriate. It just come out at the wrong time. I forgot what it's called. That's a possibility. The next card is the Emperor. The Emperor is... Come on, back up here. The Emperor is an authority figure. That's a lot of trying to save face. I'm starting to pick up themes that are running through all the zodiac signs, the energy. And it seems like the energy is that people feel vulnerable and are trying to save face, or, save face, I think it's called. So here we have the Emperor, who's an authority figure, who calls the shots, who regulates things, the boss. The Emperor's the boss, the authority figure, regulating things. And then we have the King of Cups in reverse. Put this, let's see. So, it's a lot going on for Leo. And I say that because, number one, the Emperor comes up, and that's your facade. I don't want to just say it's your facade, because this is actually who most Leos are. You are a boss. You are a leader. You are an authority figure. Those kind of things. You are a person who can be totally in control of your emotions. But here, for the month of August, even though you are that leader, the authority figure, those kind of things, the boss, even though you are in control of your emotions oftentimes, it's just like something brewing deep. Something is deep inside you. It's brewing. It's percolating. Again, what is it called? I can't think of it. May inappropriately, abruptly come out. I'm not sure. But I see something brewing. Anyway, the King of Cups is in reverse. So this is a person, again, who's in control of their emotions. But in the month of August, although you are in control of your emotions, Leo, which means this is intentional. This is intentional. Well, you know it. Then you know something wrong. Because if the King of Cups is in reverse, a person who is in control of their emotions but choose to execute the negative qualities of water, of being emotionally manipulative or emotionally, changeable, moody, cranky, those kind of things selectively, then this moon in reverse suggests that something is deep. You know it is. You feel uncomfortable. That sense of vulnerability is there. You still present yourself. Anyway. Oh, cool. Okay, I want y'all to look at this card. The Emperor. I don't know where my camera is. The Emperor's cool pimping. This is you, Leo. Cool pimping. You can even look at the King of Cups. Let me turn it off. Even though it came in reverse. Cool pimping. Cool pimping. That's who you are. Got your game face on, Leo. Something brewing inside. Subconscious. The emotional, the depth of your emotions, something's brewing. But the reason why you're able to stay cool pimping, just like this Emperor and this King of Cups, is because you got what you want. You got what you want. This is the Ten of Cups. You have a support system. You got a kingdom. You got servants. You got financial prosperity, or you just, whatever it is, in August you got what you need. So the whole point is you're able to save face. Can't keep your game face on. You still can stay cool pimping, laid back, relaxed, like you're in control. But you're being like somewhat what they call it, covertly vicious or cruel or cold, because it is something bothering you on the inside. Your last card is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands talks about, like, you wait. You really are waiting. Like, okay, or anticipating, like, what I got to do now. It's like you have it. How would I say? Nothing is promised. I'll say it like this. Nothing is promised in this life. Nothing. You can have today and not tomorrow. And that's what Leo is aware of in the month of August. Yeah, I got everything I need. You got exactly what you need, Leo. That's fine. But you ain't sure about tomorrow. So you still wearing your game face. You still being your sophisticated, elegant self. You still doing your leadership duties, you know. But because it's like you breaking on the inside. This is more of a spiritual thing. You breaking on the inside. Let me add this. Since you're Leo, you are represented or symbolized by the wands. See, wands move forth on an aim, a cause, a passion, and or desire, having full faith, knowing whatever they need gonna be added unto them along the way. That go with you, Leo. Fire signs, people. But in the month of August, you're not full of faith. Something has chiseled away at your faith. We already know what it is. All the stuff that's been kind of chiseling. Now, it's just now really making an impact on your subconscious and your emotional state. I gotta laugh because some Leos missing their mama. You want to cry mama. You know, what do I do? What do I do? Because you're not quite sure that you can maintain the level of security and prosperity you had at this time throughout the remainder of this ordeal or life itself. You know, you're really concerned. That's what I'm saying. And so you're really trying to figure out. I see you, psychologically in a vulnerable place because you're trying to figure out by what means or method or mode of operation do you sustain your well-being. And those up under your care, of course. By what means? You were able to do it thus far. But what do you do tomorrow or next month? Some Leos may already know that there's an obstacle that's going to come up, or it already has. Like, you could be a Leo that's been employed this whole time. You know, the way I speak, I'm speaking keeping in mind our true real world events. You know, you may be a Leo that has been employed this whole time. And now maybe your company, the company that you work for, is closing or turning down or spinning down. You know, when I say turn down, spin down, to my less hours of operation or something. So you know that you got to come up with another avenue in order to make, ends meet. And so you're very concerned about it. Again, just knowing that tomorrow is not promised. When I say tomorrow is not promised, I'm talking about to be able to sustain the quality of life you've grown accustomed to. And you've been able to, garner up thus far. So, what am I saying? What is the message here, Leo? Number one I see is seeping. Your concern, your vulnerability is seeping in the month of August. I do believe, based on this Ten of Cups and Leo, your status of being kingly or queenly, that a lot of Leos did not minimize over this last year and a half. Let's say you didn't reduce your overhead, and because you did not reduce your overhead or maybe simplify your life, I kind of see this story kind of just continuing. I would say you're concerned about the fall. If you fall, you're going to fall hard because what you didn't spend down, you didn't minimize, you didn't you know, get down to the necessities. You didn't feel like you had to. Why? Because you are what, the king and queen. You doing your work. You know what I'm saying? You are expert at what you do. There's no need for you to do it during this time period. But you're seeing that, again, that like seemingly like there's a threat and you feel vulnerable, you know. And so what am I suggesting? I'm saying, okay, Leo, you done made it thus far, living your best life without much cutting back. Maybe this is a time that you can cut back, because for the first time in all this time, it's really concerning you. I see like a tree and the X mark in it. The X mark in the tree is what I see for you. You see that too. And again, you feel vulnerable. That little one hit with the X in your tree, that mark, is what you see. And moving you to feel vulnerable. So you're not moving forward in the same mindset that fire signs move forward on, you know, which is being full of faith, knowing that whatever you need going to be added to you along the way. No, you see that mark. I'm trying to make it make sense. That mark in that tree, that X mark in your tree of life, and stability, and you keep your good game face on. It's seeping out because you know that mark is there, meaning there is some form of threat that exists around you that is directly affecting or that potentially going to affect your life and your well-being, especially your financial life and well-being. You are aware. Again, it could be about, it depends, so many Leos. Again, it could be about your job, where you are employed, is cutting back, not as many hours, cutting back on employees. I don't know, maybe they're not paying as much as other people are now paying. It could be any scenario of things playing out. But that's what I see for you. And back to your motto is I will. Well, you're still very, very bold, strong, courageous, and confident, Leo. Because your motto is I will. And so your motto is I will persevere. You know, you're going to press through this concern that you have. You're going to press through. So even if you're pressing through, even if you resolve the issue that exists that's leading you to have the fear or sense of threat, there still seems to be something that you're supposed to do to make sure that, like, you're in control. And that's what I'm talking about. Turning back, minimalizing, get rid of the credit card debt, or filing bankruptcy. I mean, maybe you got an expensive car, you're paying an expensive car note. Maybe it's saying, hey, downsize that. You know, give yourself some leeway. Give yourself some leeway. That's what I'm picking up for you in the month of August. Basically, you feel vulnerable. The answer is not to lose your faith. Whatever you need will be given to you along the way. But you got to be reasonable, practical, and it's saying, hey, give yourself some leeway. Get rid of some of them bigger end debts, or, you know, some of the responsibilities you may have that you don't necessarily need to have. Period. Hopefully that makes sense. That was a nice one. I like that, Libra. Leo. I'm going to have to look at that again. Deb, how are you? We got a Trump rally. I don't know about that. A Trump rally? Okay. I ain't got nothing to do with it, YouTube. They put it there. I didn't type it. Okay. Let's see. Deb, fantastic. Nancy, glad to see you. Yeah, I'm still here. I've always been here, right behind the scenes. Just been here. After Leo is Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Ken Angel's Fly Tarot and More. My name is Nancy, and I'm here to consult the tarot cards for you for the month of August, year 2021. Virgo, your motto is I analyze, and you are a feminine earth sign. That's right. I don't know. I think feminine earth sign. Anywho, I might be wrong, but okay, something like that. And so we're going to see what the tarot cards suggest is in store for you. Your first card is the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse suggests that you're blocked from engaging or creating a bond with something outside of yourself that will permit you to have a sense of emotional security and stability, to feel like you got a support system. It just ain't happening for whatever reason. The next card is the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents major influential institutions in our life that teaches us a philosophy and a way of thinking and therefore acting. An example I always give is like the church is a major influential institution. It has a doctrine that it teaches to its parishioners, and the parishioners' mind is changed, is transformed, and they behave a certain way. So, for you, Virgo, there's a major influential institution. What is it? Is it family unit? You know, families have beliefs and philosophies like no sex before marriage, or you stay with your parents until you can afford to buy your home, or whatever. You take care of your elderly, you know, or whatever the case may be. Women stay home. That kind of family ideology. Or is it a religious sector and its ideology? Or is it political, you know, and its ideology? Something is governing your thought pattern and your behavior, Virgo, which may very well be what's stopping you from forging the emotional bonds, forging the bonds with what you deem you need to in order to have a support system or emotional fulfillment. How does that look or can look in reality? Well, a Virgo can be born in a particular culture that says you can't marry outside your culture. You can't cohabitate. You have to get married, you know. And because those, again, ideologies and philosophies are governing your mind, it's also governing your behavior. You may very well have someone who loves you, but they're of another nationality, race, creed, color, whatever, sex. But you are reluctant to step over and enjoy your life and live your best life because of the standing philosophies imposed upon you. You know, so love is not moving forward. Building up a home and family is not moving forward. Why? Because you listening to the philosophies of, you know, your ancestors, basically. The next card is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. Then it's the Page of Cups in reverse. And then it's the Strength card, Virgo. So what I think I'm seeing, Virgo, is a person that is unsure of themselves. And the reason why a Virgo may be unsure of themselves is because everything is being dictated to them by that established major influential institution and its philosophy. You know, so you're unsure of yourself. And I say that some of you may be unsure of yourself because, like, the Queen of Pentacles is here, but she's in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles suggests that, Virgo, you are a master. You know what it takes to build the world, your world, to sustain your world. You know what it takes to, you know, address all the demands of life with the Queen of Pentacles. You've lived, you've learned. With the Queen of Pentacles, you've paid attention, and you know how to execute it. But however, she's in reverse. And I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is weak. Highly capable, but weakened by its reverence for the ancestors or the old philosophy or the old tried and true. You want to try something new, Virgo, in the month of August, or you've been wanting to try something new, but you hesitate to do so. Again, you still sticking with the tried and true, the traditional, the old way. We in a new world. We're in a new world. and so even your confidence is taking a knock. You know, when you should be with the Queen of Pentacles highly confident because you're highly capable. But it's just overcoming your faithfulness to what? The ancestors, the tradition, the major influential institution, whatever has taught you some philosophy or ideology that you've been adhering to your whole life. And it has helped you to determine what you're going to do and ain't going to do. So far, you ain't willing to live your best life. You, Virgo, know that there's something in particular that you want to attach to in this life. That you personally feel will allot you the sense of emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, belonging, connectedness, love, is something like that. Or just downright, it's an emotional support system for you. And you haven't connected with it because what? That's right. That imposing old tradition. But you know, and it's not like you are in a state of being dependent upon that tradition, them ancestors. You paid attention. You got all you can get from them. You learned all your lessons and everything. So it's not like you are lacking knowledge or the abilities to liberate yourself, to be free, to live your own fabulous life. It's not like that. It's just that you got this die-hard dedication that you're having difficulty breaking, but you're highly capable. Anywho, the Page of Cups talks about the young feeling like you're afraid. Again, you are dependent upon that tradition, that philosophy, that major influential institution, and all the doctrine has been taught you. You're dependent upon it with the Page of Cups in reverse. Scared. Scared to break free. It's like saying, you ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? You know, what if I'm wrong? You know, and so you're, what is it? Undermining, you're allowing that tried and true, the traditional ancestor, to undermine you and what you're capable of doing. Because you are grown. It's like saying, Virgo, you grown and sexy. You are. You are mature. You're grown, sexy, and mature, and you can do it. You can go ahead and pursue your best life. And that those old traditions, the tried, true, the major influential institution that got so much power, so much say, that has embedded so many beliefs and philosophies in you. I'm not saying that what they've taught is not accurate, but it doesn't seem to be 100% accurate, or is not updated and does not include today's world as it is. So what am I trying to say? I'm saying, okay, you get up the strength, because your last card is strength, the bravery, the strength, the courage, feeling, empowered to go ahead and live your best life. And you do something that basically is against what you've been taught from the traditional, from the tradition. And there's still teachings that were taught by that institution that you can still apply. You can still apply. Example. Let's say, let me think of example. There's a lot of LGBTQ, people are living an alternative sexual lifestyle or participating in however it is. And they may come, historically from a background and religion that does not believe in LGBTQ. It's an abomination. That same philosophy teaches, honor yourself, love your neighbor. So all of that is true. So what am I saying? I'm saying a person in the shoes that Virgos are in the month of August will say, okay, I have found the love of my life. They're same sex. Love of my life. I love them. I know they love me. We're ready to move forward, get married, whatever, cohabitate. I'm having a hard time because of the tradition, but I'm a garner up my strength because I know I listen, I learn, I'm well educated, I got it all. I'm going to live my best life. And you start your relationship. A same-sex relationship or whatever. That's just an example. This is an excellent example. Live your best life. Now, you didn't went against the church or institution or whatever, but life is good. For the first time in your life, you can say you've been loved. Life is good, you know. And you made a good decision for yourself. You're with somebody you can build with. Y'all buying a home, a condo, a farmhouse, or whatever. Y'all having y'all some babies or not renting, you know, adopting y'all some animals. I mean, y'all really building y'all life. Y'all helping each other financially. You taking, you know, alleviating stress off each other from, you know, having to address the demands of life. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying is, you are such a capable person, Virgo, many of you, that you're going to make the right decision. When you get the courage to go ahead and just live your best life, you're going to make the right decision. But we don't know. Sometimes we just don't know. And you can't read a book by its cover using the same type of example. You are a person that's about to go against your tradition. You get in a relationship, same-sex relationship. This is just an example. And life starts off good, but you can't tell a book by its cover. And you get in a relationship, and the stuff goes south after a few years. But you say, hey, you know, while everything's going down and unfolding in your relationship that started off good, you putting boundaries up with this person saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know, you're not going to abuse me, you're not going to misuse me, or whatever the case may be. You're not going to misappropriate our funds, whatever. You got the boundaries up, you're protecting yourself. It's still you executing the philosophies you learned from that institution. You know what I'm saying? That established institution that imposed these beliefs and philosophies. You still execute and love yourself. Take care of yourself. Safeguard yourself. Love your neighbor. Respect yourself. Yeah, you went against another rule. This is a new world. This is a new world. You know, so I don't know if I'm making this make sense for Virgo energy. You are analyzing. Your motto is I analyze. What you are analyzing is that you are not being able to move forward with your best life. Why? Because you are too loyal and been too loyal and too faithful to an outdated ideology or philosophy imposed upon you from a major influential institution in this world. What you are analyzing in the month of August is that you know that you're highly capable because you paid attention and you learned. You know. Now it's about you in the month of August garnering up your strength to decide that you're going to live your best life and you will forsake, you know, let's not even fully forsake, partially forsake that tradition, that institution, so that you can live your best life. Knowing dang gone well that what was embedded in you, established in you, all the rules, the regulations, the moral laws, the values, whatever it taught, you got what you carrying for life. Just because you're not adhering to every single rule that they got does not mean that you have ignored everything else that is taught you. Hope that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. So, what? Go live your best life. Okay, it's a new world. Get with it. You got to, you know, some things got to be updated as far as beliefs and philosophies. And if anything go wrong, you still got that knowledge that they instilled in you. That's the word I'm telling you. Instilled in you, and you can use it and activate it at will, such as keep up boundaries. Hope that makes sense. That was just an example. That could manifest in any old way. Any old way. And that was Virgo. I can't take no more. I can't take no more. I'm tired, y'all. I've been having all these visions. I have done in this video Aries through Virgo, and and I thank you for allowing me to do so. Please like, share, and if you haven't already subscribed, I'll come back and make a part 2 when I feel better. Have a wonderful day, because I'm just exhausted from all of these visions. Peace.